Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the new Mercedes-Benz AMG C63S Sedan facelift. Last week I drove the coupe and it was a fantastic car. I absolutely loved it and people reacted very well to that car. There were only two options that were missing in that car: the performance seats and the performance exhaust. The performance seats are understandable if you want to get the regular seats, but the performance exhaust is a little bit of money, $5,000 to $7,000. I mean, why not get it on a car that costs more than $110? There's a couple of options. It's different on the C63 Sedan or Saloon to the regular C-Class, even C43. There's a new headlights here that they look very good. Previously, you had different headlights, even on the AMG. The day running lights were there, but they were a bit lower, and on the upper part they had like different LEDs for the indicators. With the new model, it illuminates in orange, as a line, not just a separate, different LEDs. The second most dominant feature is definitely the Pan America grille, and in my opinion it looks fantastic, more aggressive than before. My only comment, I wish the actual grille is a bit bigger than that. You can see there's so much space lost here on the top bumper. I mean, if they included a new different design, but I don't know, they're gonna keep it for different models. Also, it comes with the carbon fiber 1 and 2 packages. So the front splitters are in carbon. A lovely design for the front actually. From the side, the car looks very similar to the C-Class, except one very dominant feature is that, fenders here on the front, they are so wide. From the back, it's almost identical to the C-Class actually. You have the carbon fiber mirrors, the carbon fiber side skirts, and carbon fiber wing and diffuser, and it looks very good. Another very different feature than the coupe is the tires, because in the coupe it comes with 19 and 20. This one comes 19 in front and the back. This particular car comes with Dunlop Sports Max. Not to take anything from the tires, but they're not my favorites. I think they can get better tires. So 245 35, 265 35. They have not increased the width of the wheels from the back. It's a bit disappointing that the M3, the Giulia, the RS, they have much thicker wheels in the back. I think they should have done 275 at least, or 285. It will look so much meaner. The roof is panoramic and there's two openings from the front and the back. From the back the car looks very good, but I wish just the fenders are a bit wider than that. You see they are almost straight, and if they have a different wider track than the coupe, they're definitely gonna go with a wider track. I saw the new A35 45, they have much wider track than the regular A-Class. So I'm sure with the new AMG Sedan or Saloon, the next generation, they're gonna implement that design. You see the aerodynamic package now on the 2019 give you slight different options. You can see the tail is much bigger than before, than the regular Saloon, and really nice signature carbon fiber from AMG. The lights on the facelift are different, they illuminate here and they look much better than before. Not to take anything away from the previous design, but this is very good. The AMG always do the lights very nice. Funny thing that they did not implement the new lights on the coupe for the facelift. And this car comes with the performance exhaust. To see that, you have to get down. There's two opening on the slip-off, and the regular one comes with just one opening or one pipe. The performance tips are in chrome black. They look fantastic because they have like a different design somehow. They're a bit bigger than before and they look much meaner, to be honest. I love this car, man. So the most important question, how does the new C63 AMG Saloon drives? Last week I had the same car, but it was a coupe without the performance exhaust. I can start this review by telling you, if you want the C63, the facelift or whatever, get the S version and get the AMG performance exhaust. Those two, options are a must. S, it give you so much more power, because you need that power, you need that extra, RPM. And the performance exhaust, it just transformed the car from being super good to astonishing. I mean, this car is fantastic. Those AMG performance seats, I had them on my A45. They kept improving them with time. Now you can adjust every single option from top to bottom electronically. and they are ventilated and heated. Just beautiful seats. The seating position is great. The new steering wheel position is great, and functionality and looks. So what else do you want, really? The new gearbox is fantastic, and the premium leather, really quality leather, the Snappa leather. It smells great. Dynamica, you know, Alcantara on the side. Beautiful stuff, guys. So I've been driving the car for a couple of minutes just to make sure the car is really warmed up, the temperature is optimum level in from the gearbox, oil, etc. What I like about it, if you have it in comfort mode, you know, it doesn't jerk, it doesn't bother. It's just a regular automatic. It's as comfortable as any other car. If you put it in sport, we're gonna do it right now, it awakes, the car is more alive, and the gearbox is more alive. And I like it a lot because the previous dual clutch was not the best, really. I don't know, for a reason AMG couldn't nail it, but I'm happy to announce that the new nice SpeedShift automatic gearbox is up to the level of many competitors. I enabled the ventilation 3rd level, which is the highest, just to cool the seats as much as possible. And unlike the BMW cars, for a reason, I must be honest here, it doesn't sound, the fan on the BMW, it sounds really loud, you know, when you have the ventilation. On the AMG, nothing. So that shows you AMG have put a lot of effort with Mercedes to improve the C-Class, especially the facelift 2019, 2020 models. Now it's really the best time to get this car because it has all the things that you want. The digital display on the cockpit is beautiful. 12.3 inches, amazing stuff. Okay, let's put it in Sports Plus. And automatic still. We'll put it in manual in just a second. The car is alive now. You know, from a quiet, sublime, almost not too much look at me, you know, design, to super aggressive, super loud, angry beast. That V8 is just on another level. I think this is the best sounding V8 turbo in the market right now, for sure. It's angry, you know, in a way that it's very pleasing to the ears. It's so addictive too. It sounds just different than all the other cars. We're waiting for the car to move because we're on the red light. You can hear the rumble from the exhaust. Boop, 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 boop. That's what I like about the AMG. That's a V8, man. We always had some of the buttons hidden on the right side from the central console, but with the new switches on the gearbox here, it's just beautiful, you know, and it makes lots of difference, really. Another function that this car has, the previous models did not, the AMG dynamic function. You can have it in basic or pro, I believe, and it works really good because it can stiffen some parts, you know, it can give, you know, more traction to the outer wheel for more speed, getting out of the corner. It tightens the car, you know, for more grip. It just works as a combination. It's a really nice system. Lovely downshifts. Put it in race mode now, so we'll have a little bit more fun. And the exhaust is tiny little bit louder. My God, man! Sounds so special, this car. car is really fun, guys. I mean, the previous car that I drove, as I said earlier in the video, the coupe, it was great. It sounded tremendous, you know, fantastic. But this one with the performance exhaust and the performance seats and every single option is there, it makes the car even more special. I absolutely adore AMG, what they are doing with their cars. It's not just about the power and the noise, you know, and the speed. No, man, it's just, there's so much stuff to the car, really. Technology-wise, you know, luxury-wise. Also, it feels so good. It feels really nice to drive. For instance, the steering is so precise. You know exactly where is the front and where the car is pointing at. Even if it's electronically and the variable steering, it really works. The gear shifters, fantastic. Large, they're much better placed than the new BMW M cars, and I said this in my previous video. In race mode, the car is even more loud. It crackles more. The traction is still on though. This is a rear-wheel drive car, so unlike the new E63, grip is great, guys. Power is fantastic. Out of the corner is just like speed light. Take your foot off the gas, you hear crackles, burbles. And from the inside, I don't care what AMG did to channel some of the sound, but not so much like other cars. Because if you put the windows down, you can hear lots of the exhaust and engine noise. It's tremendous, the sound. To wrap this video out, I think this is one of the best AMGs right now you can buy. I still prefer the coupe because I believe it's a bit better looking, and in general I like the coupe, you know, shape more. I like how the fenders are much wider from the back, and the rear wheel tires as well, they are much thicker and they are bigger too, because we have 19/20 on the coupe. Here we have 19 for front and back. And also I realized that the coupe is a bit better handling than this. The power is exactly the same, the numbers are exactly the same. The coupe is only 0.1 second faster, 0 to 100 kilometers or 0 to 60 miles. This is a really good car, guys. I mean, just listen to this. Drives good. From the inside, as I mentioned, the new AMG performance seats and the, you know, the new steering wheel, all the options that we got, double stitching, you know, Napa leather, Burmeister sound system. The car is fantastic. It's such a nice place to sit inside and drive and keep driving. The best improvement on the facelift is definitely the steering, because it looks so good. It's thick, the position is perfect next to my body. So that's my video for today, and hopefully you like it. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Give me your support, and I'm gonna see you very soon.